Been around the world, no place like home. Oh, Africa, how beautiful you are. I've been around the world, and there's no place like home. Oh, Africa, how beautiful you are. Your smile and your heart, your love and your presence. Oh, Africa, how beautiful you are. How beautiful you are. How beautiful you are.
Benedita, do you know how to catch? You didn't keep it. Another guy was hello.
It is another great time in the studio. Welcome to the African Portal Radio TV International, coming to you live from Pretoria in South Africa. It's going to be a lovely, beautiful hour this afternoon as we'll be broadcasting live from Pretoria, and we're connecting with our guests in the studio all the way from the city of Benin in Nigeria. It's going to be a very interesting time on this broadcast this hour as Mr. Olugbenga Olaborede, the CEO of Accolades Education Support Limited, will be live on the African Portal that will be having the conversation about this great organization, what they do and what you need to know about them. And also we'll be talking about some other things that have to do with life, especially the education in Africa. Africa educational system is another concern of this current time, because it seems to be like we are still following the curriculum that is not really working for us. Some of the time you will see in Africa that we produce graduates every year, but Africa still remains a continent that still rely on other continents for their development infrastructures. Where you go, where you hear about the corridors, about the infrastructures, about the building the bridge, roads and things like that, Africa still rely on other continents for them to be able to carry out all those tasks. And those are the things that we'll be having the conversation on. That is, the educational system in Africa really working for Africa, or our educational system is nothing to connect with? Because I cannot imagine a country producing a civil engineer and many engineers on a yearly basis, but the continent still rely on other continents for most of the projects in their continent. That is one of the conversations that we'll be having on podcast. And for those of you that you have interest of studying abroad, and those of you that have interest of having some certificate outside your continent at the same time, that will be part of the conversation. Let's continue to enjoy this music as we are still coming to log in onto this program fully. Please be part of this conversation. It's going to be a lovely and beautiful Hour Radio TV International, your one-stop media house where everyone have a say. Enjoy Sanda Sakuza, the great lady of our time, all the way from South Africa. Enjoy it further as we are still here. We are still here. Enjoy ourselves. going to be exciting time on this program as we'll be bringing you some of the things that will be gladdening your heart, some of the things that will be making your day also great. And before I allow my guests to step into this program properly, I will just give you the background of who is on the line with me that will be having the conversation together. And at the same time, I will be introducing myself to you. But before that, let me use this time to welcome everyone, no matter where you are, no matter the country you reside, no matter the language you speak. I greet you according to your time zone, and I greet you according to your language. I say welcome to the African Portal Radio TV International here in South Africa. Dumela, Ashe, Muloi. In northern part of Africa, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all the Muslim brothers and sisters and to everyone in Arab world. I welcome you to the African Portal, and to everyone in Jerusalem, shalom. Shalom to all the Christians, no matter where you are, I greet you. And I greet you in Central Africa, North Africa, South Africa, East Africa. I greet you globally. The world is a global village, and I greet every one of you according to your language, according to your time zone. In Yoruba land, I greet you. In Igbo land, I greet you. In Hausa land, I greet you. In East Africa, Aparisa Muchana in East Africa, and in Central Africa, except bonjour to those of you that speak in French, and I say obrigado. Thank you very much to everyone in the Angola, in all the countries speaking Portuguese, also in Yoruba land, I greet you. Igbo, I say Kedu, and in northern part of Nigeria, in Nakwana, and in Yoruba land, Ekasan, Eku Dede Woyi, Eku Foni Ose, Eku Leda Tibuata Mbaka Akiri. Ojúmọ́ àlàáfíà náà ló mọ wa lónìí, ìgbàrè ìgbàyọ̀ ìgbà àlàáfíà náà ló bọ́ sí lọ́dọ̀ tiwa, ire ayọ̀ àtàláfíà kó máa fẹ́ ní kọ̀ọ̀kan wa gbé. Ojú kì í tọ́jú ojú òní tiwa, mọ̀ pé àwa àbá wọn ń ṣèrà tí ò lọ́mọ́nú. Iléeṣẹ́ kan ṣoṣo, iléeṣẹ́ rédíò tó lámìlaka gbogbo àgbáńlẹ̀ ayé. Èdè náà là ń gbé lárugẹ, àti gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ kéde wo parí tá a bá ń sọ èdè òyìnbó ká máa sọ èdè tiwa náà, torí tiwantiwa tàkísà òní ti àtọ̀. Orúkọ mi ò yípadà, èmi náà ni ọmọ yín, ọ̀rẹ́ yín, olólùfẹ́ yín, Olùdarí Olúsọmọ Olùṣọ́ àgùntàn Samuel Olùṣègùn Olùsọ. Èmi lọ́pápá dàmọ́ntàn fọmọkùnrin bọ̀lẹ̀bọ̀lẹ̀ ọmọ sísè sísọ ọ̀hún káríbi kọ́lé sí ọmọ oníyan ọjọ́ kẹfà tí ń ṣe eruku lẹ́lẹ́tòjọ́ orí tiẹ̀ jẹ́. Láti ilé ìyá mi lòkè lọ́pàá bí ẹkùn bàbá mi ò sí nílẹ̀ àjàsọ́ tí máa ń bẹ́ lé àdógù ẹ̀ràn fún mi jẹ. Ọmọ orí mo lù sí lèmi, ọmọ ají ọ̀rẹ́ ṣe tiẹ̀ jẹ, ọmọ ají ọwọ́ tiẹ̀ ṣe tí ó jẹ. Ọlọ́run ọba ló gbé wa kalẹ̀, ọba alájọṣe, ọba àná, ọba òní, ọba ọ̀la, ọba àpèjúbà olórúkọ ńlá, àpèjúbà olórúkọ ńlá lórí gbogbo ayé lọ, ọba tó lànà, ọba tó lòlẹ̀, ọba tó ní, ọba tó ní, ọba tó ní gbogbo nínú gbogbo. Olùmọ̀ràn kan náà la gbogbo fìyè fọlá. For those of you listening to us, you don't understand Yoruba, I'm just greeting everyone according to their language. And I'm also greeting my people in Yoruba land. You know, Yoruba is one of the great languages in Africa. I think we need to adopt Yoruba as one of the official language in Africa. I'm just saying, I think that will go a long way. Thank you very much. Let me use this time to welcome my guests to the program this hour. But before that, I greet all the monarch in Africa. Gbogbo ládéládé, gbogbo lóyè ọ̀tọ̀, kùlùlù pátápátá la kí. Akínyìn àlólódì ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan. Ọgọ́gọ́ ọ̀nà báyìí lalákè sọ. Tẹ́ni bá jẹ tí ò bá yó, ìgbẹ́ ìdìbò ó tì. Ojú òní tàwa lágbára ìjùmọ̀ rẹ̀ àjọṣe wo ìní dojúrú lágbára ìjùmọ̀ rẹ̀. Ní ṣubú dànù o, àlérí gbé sọnù yóò ṣe bí ọmọ. Ẹgbọ́n tẹ́tí ń gbọ́ mi, share this program, let it go viral. The more you share this program, the more you give it opportunity to go viral. So keep sharing it, keep sharing it, keep sharing it. Let it go viral. Let me give you the background of my guest for this hour so that you know what is coming and you have some idea of who is on the line with us. So please kindly share this program. The more you share this program, you allow it to go viral. So keep sharing it, keep talking about it, let it go viral. Share this program as many times, and your comment is very important. Your comment on this program make you a co-host of this program. So keep sharing it, keep talking about it, keep sending it out. The more you watch it, the more you share it, the more you give us strength to continue on this program. Let me use this time to introduce to you Mr. Olugbenga Olaborede, the CEO Accolades Education Support Limited. Firm is leading education support firm that offer training and registrations for a wide range of the international exams that support visa process for study, work, and skill immigration to Canada. and Australia. Our firm has helped our firm has helped hundreds of people, including students and the intending immigrants, to achieve very high score through our carefully structured training program with over 90% success rate. We are associated to British Council and official high IELTL agent of MOD Test Center in Nigeria. This gives me a great pleasure to introduce to you the great man, this organization based in Benin City, Lagos, and Asaba, Warri. Let me introduce to you the CEO and the man in charge of this vision, the great man, Mr. Olugbenga Olaborede. How are you today, sir?
I'm very fine, the anchor. Thanks for having me on your program. And the listener too, thanks for your time, taking your time to listen to us. Like you have rightly said, my name is Olaborede Olugbenga. I am the CEO of Accolades Educational Support. The company has been in existence for over a decade. We offer training and registration for a wide range of international exams such as OET, IELTS, SAT, TOEFL, and the rest that support visa processing for study, work, and immigration abroad. The fact remains our company has helped hundreds of people in migrating abroad. Our major focus is to help students with the intention of getting placement for international admission for recognized institutions abroad. Like we earlier said, our operational headquarters is in Benin City, South Nigeria. And for the last 10 years or more, we have assisted students, over 400 students to be precise, in securing admission at foundation, undergraduate, and postgraduate level in various disciplines. Among the various exams that we register and offer training for, like I said earlier, we have IELTS, which is an acronym for International English Testing System. The exam is being conducted in Nigeria by British Council and IDP Australia. In Nigeria, the MOD Test Center has a franchise to conduct the test. We have about 13 or more test centers in Nigeria. The test is globally accepted because of its international status. There are two modules for the test. People aspiring to study abroad, they are required by most institutions abroad, whether in Australia, UK, Canada, New Zealand, to mention but few. It's a major condition for them to be admitted, being an international student. More so, for intending migrants to UK, Australia, is equally a major condition for them to meet. For the fact that Nigeria is being regarded as speakers of English as second language. So it's a major requirement for migrants from Nigeria and other parts of Africa to sit for the test. We equally offer training and registration on a new test in town, which is called OET. OET is an acronym for Occupational English Test. This particular English test is specifically for health professionals. Health professionals like doctors, dentists, nurses, cardiologists, and the rest. But it's not an all-comer test like an IELTS. For instance, IELTS, anybody from other profession can sit for the test. But for OET, it's strictly for health professionals. We equally offer training and registration for SAT, acronym for Scholastic Aptitude Test, usually for students aspiring to study in United States of America at undergraduate level. High scores in this particular test will give them the opportunity to be eligible for scholarship opportunities. So for over the years, our vision has been to be the channel through which academic excellence is achieved for human development. The fact remains, in Nigeria, I would say that our curriculum is a bit faulty. And you ask me, why will I say our curriculum is a bit faulty? There's one factor that those people that design our curriculum here failed to put into consideration is what I call critical and analytical reasoning. Like you mentioned at the beginning of the program, that for over the years, we are still using the same and existing curriculum. We are not factoring into it in the fact that the whole world today is changing. The way we do things yesteryear is totally different from the way it's being done now. So I'm of the opinion that our curriculum should be reviewed to be able to accommodate analytical and critical listening. That's the more reason you will see a technician from a country like China or India coming to Nigeria to work as expatriates. Our so-called engineer, certified engineer, in most time have been placed under them as a result of this faulty curriculum. So that's the more reason I'm saying that there's every need for the curriculum in our country to be redesigned to be able to meet up with the challenges of these new days. Like I said earlier, in Accolades, the art of our operation at Accolades is service culture. And this is delivered with consciousness and understanding of the varying degrees of needs on every individual. What I mean by varying degrees of every individual is that we find as much as possible to personalize our services. For instance, what client A will require for an admission in an institution abroad might be totally different from what client B will equally require. So our level of professional competency has been able to put us in a position that makes us give reasonable and professional advice to our prospective clients. Then over the years, I've mentioned a series of exams. I've mentioned OET, I've mentioned IELTS, I've mentioned SAT, I've mentioned TOEFL, I've mentioned GRE, I've mentioned GMAT. I can tell you authoritatively that students that went through our tutelage have been doing great performance in their test. I will tell you that our success rate is far below 90%. In most time, we've been getting referrals, not even in Nigeria alone, even abroad. We had a lot of clients abroad that have done a lot of referrals to us because of our service excellence, because of our competence, because of our service culture. There's no gainsaying the fact that we are really doing fine in this field.
Oh, all right, all right, all right. I really, really, really appreciate you. Let me just appreciate those of you that you are connecting. Arike, Ileke, welcome our guest. Thank you very much, Arike. I really, really, really appreciate it. Keep sharing it. Keep talking about it. Let this go viral. The more you share it, the more you give it opportunity to go viral. Arika, you are the co-host of this program by you commenting on this program. For those of you that you will be sending your comments, immediately your comments get to me, you are automatically the co-host of this program. So keep sharing it, keep sending those comments. It's happening raw right here, right now on the African Portal Radio TV. Let's go to the business of the day, as my guests already give us the background of their organization and what they have achieved. But let me quickly engage my guests a bit before we call it a day out of this program. Sir, we are in a community or a continent or a society where education become a scam. People see education these days as a scam, that education is not really working again in Africa, because when you look at the situation of Africa, you will see that a professor is not actually making any difference in our community. You think about it that anyway, he's a professor, he should be able to deliver, but you will be surprised that with the professorship, thing is still not working. What exactly is wrong with us? How can I put it this way? What is the problem with our educational system?
All right, thank you so much, Uncle. From my own point of view, I would say that the system here in Nigeria is deliberately designed to make the educational system to fail. Why would I say that? For instance, the lecturers in university in Nigeria has been on strike for over 3 or 4 months now. And the government here is not doing anything about it. So that means the government of the day is showing little or no concern for the development of education in our country. I would say there is a deliberate attempt by the elite to make the system fail. There's every need, like I said earlier, for the educational system in our country to be reviewed. The curriculum is faulty. There is need for every scholar to sit down and they will design a new curriculum for Nigeria. Let me say, for instance, you just said that you will see a professor in Nigeria and you will see that the professor probably is not well to do, is living below standard. In countries like Canada, Australia, UK, for the fact that you are even a research assistant, you will have access to enough funds for research. But in our country, most of the research being done by university done are privately sponsored. So the level of encouragement the government is giving is not good at all. So there is need for the country, for the government to do more in supporting the educational system in our country. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, sir. Your organization is on the spotlight on this program, and you are doing a great job by bringing a solution to educational system. Like you mentioned, that the HASU is on strike for the last 4 months, and the government do nothing about it. That is sickening, and that is worrisome, because when the university education is striking for over 4 months in a country, and the government is not showing concern about it, that needs a urgent attention. Let's look at your own company as a means or as another way for people to be able to achieve what they want to achieve in life. You've gone through the test of time, your tracking record is up to standard, but how and where and how can people connect with what you are doing, and what is the benefit of this to ordinary citizens of your country?
All right, thank you so much. You will agree with me. The services we are offering, it has advantages and disadvantages. But I'll be coming from the point of disadvantage. The fact remains that most of our health professionals are leaving the country as a result of these services we are in. The fact remains that the work environment is not encouraging. The educational system is faulty. So talking about from the angle of disadvantage, is like we are in years to come, there will be a kind of brain drain in Nigeria. If you find the statistics of health professionals leaving the shore of Nigeria to either go for further studies or abroad, you will agree with me that in years to come, we'll be having what I call brain drain. But look at the advantages. If you are looking at the benefit of going abroad to study, we are looking at the opportunities that comes with them studying abroad. For instance, in recent time, I've done a lot of admission placements for PhD students going abroad to study. The package is superb, especially for Canada. They give a lot of grants to research assistants. And as a result of that, this will encourage the intended student to do more, they will study more, and the end result will be very encouraging. So that's just it. So they are sure of going to an environment that they will be better encouraged and appreciate. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much for that. And with that, let me take you back to the line of history, because people also need to know the tracking record of yourself. How do you started this? What motivates you, or where do you derive this idea to open such organization? Let me take you back to the line of history. Who you are, where you are, and yourself, the position you hold in the community. Are you with me?
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Oluson. Yeah, I'm much with you. The fact remains that my background has taught me a lot of things in academic development. I would say that I was raised by parents that are barely literate, but the level of interest they shown in raising me to various academic levels is quite amazing. And that have placed in me that whatever I can do to support academic excellence, I should be able to do that. That led to the birth of Accolades Education Support a decade ago. And we started our operation precisely in Lagos. But after a while, through feasibility studies, I was able to arrive at the conclusion there are people from the south part of Nigeria have major stake in study abroad. And as a businessman, trying to add value to the environment, and in as much making some good money, I started off fully in Benin City. As the level of acceptance and level of patronage has been overwhelming. Like I said earlier, I've been involved in admission placement of over 400 students in the last 10 years. Not to talk about people that have assisted in one way or the other to migrate to Canada and Australia in the last 3 years. I would say that I will put the figure around 80 to 90 people to Canada of recent. But the fact remains we have been able to establish ourselves, Accolades Educational Support, as a louder voice in the educational industry. Thank you so much.
Oh, all right. I really, really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Let me quickly just get a few things about yourself. Tell us a bit about your background. Where exactly are you coming from? Because people are interested to know you personally before they can do business with you. Tell us a bit about where you born, how you grew up, your primary education, secondary education, tertiary education, and how that impact or helped you to become who you are today.
I thank you so much, Mr. Oluson, the anchor. My growing up is quite interesting. I see myself as a mix of village and city boy. Why will I say that? I had my primary education at St. George's Anglican Primary School in Idore. Idore is in Ondo State, southwest Nigeria. And then, after my secondary education, I later proceeded to Sempita Unity Secondary School in Akure, the state capital of Ondo State. It's being referred to as an elite school then, but it's a full boarding systems run school. After my secondary education, I have a brief stint with to study banking and finance. I know that will be surprising. That how come do I find myself in running a center that has things to do with the proficiency test in English? I have a previous stint with Kwara State Polytechnic to study banking and finance before I later proceeded to Lagos State University to study history and international relations. Then thereafter, I went for my master's too. And since then, I've been in and out of various industries before I decided to start off something that I've been passionate about while growing up, and that actually led to the birth of Accolades Educational Support.
Wow, wow, wow. I really appreciate what you are doing, and your work and your organization is very commendable. Let's look at it. Have you had opportunity to also benefit from this program you are doing for people? Have you also go and study abroad to benefit from this thing? Or how do you come across all these international exam, international organizations? How do you come across them? Have you been out of Nigeria before?
Well, like I told you earlier at the beginning of the program, that I'm an associate to British Council and partner to IDP Australia. My years on the business has afforded me opportunity to undergo different types of training that have been able to position me, both home and abroad, that have been able to position me in the business to be able to provide solutions to what my prospective clients require. And that has been remarkable the last 10 years.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. So through those training, you become exposed to all these opportunities abroad, and the exams that people can do and relocate or go to abroad to go and study. In a recent time, we are facing with challenges whereby some of the students in some of the country around the world have to return back to Nigeria, like what is going on in Russia. And is that any way affect your business, or is that any way affect what you are doing?
Yeah, thank you so much. I would say that it affected my business in both ways, positively and negatively. For instance, in the last 2 months, I have a number of students that returned back to the country from Ukraine because of what is presently happening in Ukraine. But the positive aspect about it is that some of them are trying to get admission in other countries, and that has made them to open a line of business for me. Opening a line of business for me, most of them are required again to put in for the test of English. And as a result of that, they have been adding value to my business in one way or the other. And in another way around, disadvantage of it, in the year past, there are people that have the intention of going in such areas because of the prevailing situation over there. This have stopped them from aspiring further. I would say that what is happening presently in Ukraine has affected my business both positively and negatively. Thank you.
All right, all right. Okay, a lot of people will be listening to us around the world, and if you are interested in traveling out, or you want to sit for any international exam, or you want to get an admission to any international school abroad, This is the only company we can recommend to you. We put them on the spotlight on the African Portal. You know, the African Portal, we don't sell any product that has not been tested. They have been tested, and we are putting them on the spotlight to sell those products to everyone listening to us around the world. All right, I like your response that that affects you positively and negatively. But let's look at the pushing syndrome that is pushing people out of Nigeria. A lot of Nigerians want to leave their country to another better country. And I do a research, or can I say a research or a survey, I realize that there is a lot of schools around the world. And there's a lot of schools also here in Africa that you will be seeing British Academy in South Africa or in Nigeria. You'll be seeing North American education, school in Africa. You'll be seeing Asia, Chinese schools and stuff like that in Africa. Did Africa also have any schools around the world that we can say that, okay, this is owned by Africa, and probably you will be seeing like a Kenya school of business in America or in England? I'm not sure if there is anything like that, and I think it's the right time for Africa to look into that. Why is it that other continents are establishing their school in our continent, and we have not seems to do the similar thing to establish our own schools in all those continents? Let all those of you that know much about this thing, let's think about it. Let Africans think out of the box. Let Africans start working on how we can have our own African school for African children in those continents that has the same school in our continent. I think that is how it's supposed to be. Let me quickly see if I can get my guest back to the program as he's probably out of the track right now. Let me quickly see if I can manage to get him back on this conversation. But you are watching the African Portal Radio TV International, where everyone understands what it is. Everyone understands what it is. And I really appreciate your time on the African Portal Radio TV International, where everyone have a say. Please make sure this program, Arike, thank you very, very much. I say I am a witness to this organization. I gave it to you, Accolades boss. Keep up the good work. Yes, somebody is saying it there, and I really appreciate that, because that is a sign that this company is doing great out there. So if you have any comments about this school, kindly also please put it on the spotlight. I would like to hear from you, as some of you that already gone through the school and you have a good experience with them. Let us know what your experience like with them. So kindly call me on +27842483384. Some students are trying to call me earlier on, but unfortunately, that was when we are doing some introduction of the program. All right, Mr. Olugbenga Olaborede, I really appreciate your time on the African Portal. Your line went off. Okay, let's quickly, I'm saying something when you are offline, that most of the schools in other continents seems to have branches here in Africa, like British Academy, like North American Academy in Africa, like many of them, Canada, like Asia, they have in Africa. Do we also have such thing as African continent in all those mentioned continents? Probably our whole, let's say, Yoruba International School, or Igbo International School, or Hausa International School, or Kenya School of Business. In all those continents where you are taking people, do we have something like that as well? Are you with me?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me? All right, I'm still with you. If you can hear me, I'm still with you. It seems like the network is kind of giving some challenges, but thank you very much for those of you that you are connecting. Keep sharing it, keep talking about it. We are still here live on the African Portal Radio TV International, having conversation with Mr. Olugbenga Olaborede. Is the founder and the CEO of this great organization that's doing so well in our community for better education, for you to study it abroad or for you to leave your country. Probably you are in Kenya, you are in Mozambique, no matter where you are in Africa and you need their service, contact them. I'm going to release their contact number as well on the spotlight for you to be able to call them as well. The network is kind of very bad on your side, but we see what to do on that. So thank you very much for those of you that you are connecting. I really appreciate every one of you. Your line seems to be cutting off. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me now? All right. Everyone joining us, I'm still having challenges with Mr. Olugbenga Olaborede. All right, hello. You can hear me now. Thank you. Thank you very much. I see the network is kind of fading out, but it's okay. We are back now. Oh, you can hear me now? You can hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hello? All right, everyone, I think we are still having challenges with his network. Let's see if we can be able to get connected to him. But I'm receiving a lot of messages from different network as I'm sitting down here. I'm sitting around the big screens. There are different comments coming in, and different people trying to call in at the same time. A lot of people trying to know what is going on. Thank you very much. I really appreciate every one of you. Mr. Olugbenga, are you there? Mr. Olugbenga, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm not sure with you.
All right, beautiful. Okay, let's take it a bit further.
I can hear you, but the network is bad.
Yeah, on your side, the network is kind of. Yeah, I see.
From my own side, yeah.
Okay, let me quickly, because of the network, let's quickly sell the products. People are listening to us around the world. They want to know how to connect to you. Please give them all the details how they can get connected to you, the phone number, the website, the email, everything that people need to know, especially those that are interested in study abroad. Please give it to them fully. I leave the floor for you. I leave the floor to you.
All right. Our mobile phone numbers are 080 622 00227. 080 622 00227. Another number is 080 250 98943. You can also reach us on our email address, accolades16.reelts@gmail.com. accolades16.reelts@gmail.com. You can reach us on the platform.
All right. But do you have a website for people to visit?
Yes. info.accoladsedu.com. info.accoladsedu.com.
All right. Okay, let's quickly look at it. What promotion do you have currently that people can benefit of? What is available now that people can connect with immediately?
Yeah, for now, we are planning to do a kind of promo on registration on OET and TOEFL that will come with study package free of charge. So from next month, whoever that is registering with us, we have a study pack free of charge that won't cost them any amount. just the registration fee. Then beside, in the month of
Okay, just
August, in the month of August,
go ahead.
we'll be doing a kind in the month of August, we'll be doing a kind of price reduction on all training for IELTS, for TOEFL, for SAT, for GRE. There will be a kind of 20% reduction in our training fee in the month of August. Those are the available promo
Okay.
we are having for now.
Everyone listening to us, I thank you very much. That is beautiful. Everyone listening to us, no matter where you are, you had it yourself that they have a lot of promo coming up that you can benefit of, and it's going to help you as well. Yomi Lawal is watching us. Yomi Lawal said, well done, Mr. Olaborede, the CEO of the Accolades Education. Thank you for all you do. I can testify that Accolade Education is the legit. Wow, thank you very much. We are getting people responding to this, and that is very, very important. Please keep sending those comments. Those comments is very, very important. And for those of you that would like to connect with them in Kenya, in South Africa, in Northern Africa, in South Central Africa, a lot of people also want to travel out of their country as well, and they need your service. I want you to call them. You can put +234 on the number +234 8062 200227 or +234 802509 8943, or you can also send them email. Their email is already on the comment section. Thank you very much, Oluwaseo Akindele. Oh, thank you very much. I can see your comment that you are the co-host of this program. Keep connecting, keep telling us experience that you have with this great organization, because that is the main reason why we are here today, to sell this product. It's also said that the Accolade Education really legit. Thank you very much. We are getting the confirmation. If you have any contrary to that, you can also call in or send it on the comment section. If you have any contrary comments to what these great people are saying, everyone commenting, remember you are the co-host of this program, and we are doing it together from here in Victoria, South Africa. It's a lovely, beautiful hour here in Victoria, South Africa. It's 5:37 here in Victoria, and in Nigeria it's 4:37. And I want to welcome every one of you to this broadcast this hour. Mr. Olugbenga Olaborede, before I let you go till next week. Next week, we are coming back for the same company. That is a team building aspect whereby you will be seeing some different faces on this program. Before then, Mr. Olugbenga, before I let you go, what the challenges that you face, ups and downs for the last decade that you've been operating? What are the ups and downs, and what's still keeping you going?
Yeah, thank you so much, Uncle. You agree with me, in this kind of business, there are bound to be ups and downs. The major challenges we usually have with our clients or prospect is time constraints and patience. For instance, if a client retain your service to do admission placement, and you did inform him or her ab initio that this will take you 2 to 3 months, in some cases, because you are involved in something that's beyond your immediate control, if at the end of the 2 or 3 months you are able to secure the admission, in this part of the world, people will begin to have a kind of ill feelings. Is this whole process genuine or not? But time will really tell when you're able to prove yourself, and possibly you get the desired result achieved. That's one of the major challenges we are facing. And the other challenges we are equally facing is quacks in the business. People that have little or no knowledge in the business, they keep on going around selling informations that are not reliable to client. So by the time such client will come to a place like ours, they find it difficult. When you tell them this is what to do, they will keep on referring out into social place. This is what they said. So it's usually a difficult situation to manage. Thank you.
All right. We are living in an environment whereby there are so much fake things happening, especially in a country like Nigeria. A lot of people have been doing, people have a bad experience when it comes to this kind of exam. But I am getting a very good comment from Oluwaseo Akindele. Akindele says something that that's very, very important to me, and I wanna, speak about it. Say, ask Mr. Gbenga before he goes about what he doing to nurse in Edo State, the nurse in Edo State, and that is a point of reference. Mr. Gbenga, tell us about the nurse in Edo State. What do you do? What are the things what are the offer that you are actually giving to the nurse in Edo State?
Well, the nurses in Edo State, basically of recent, their patronage has been on occupational English tests. I have more candidates, no more nurses in Edo State trying to write OET, which is occupational English test. But for now, I've stopped on it. Reason being that I'm actually working with a sister agency, and the kind of feelers I'm getting from the sister agency is I consider it to be a kind of detrimental to the image of my business. So as a result of that, I have to stop the relationship for now, trying to get other agency that can actually partner with it to make the cost of registration affordable to the nurses around the state. Not only the nurses, every other health professionals around the state. Thank you.
All right. Mr. Oluwaseo Akindele, your comments here, I want you to be very clear so that we will not misunderstood you. Just send it, read it before you send it, so that we can have a broad understanding of what you are saying. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your comment. Keep sending it, keep sending it, keep sharing it. Let it go viral, and let's everyone listening to us be part of this conversation. All right, Mr. Olugbenga Olaborede. I want us to quickly look at the issue of what is going on now in our continent, Africa. Educational system, you've mentioned it earlier on. What is your own advice to the current government, especially because this is a continental radio station, the African Portal is for all African people, both home and abroad. What do we need to do to get ourselves back to the track? Because we have the first university in Africa, the first university in the world is in Africa, the biggest hospital is in Africa, but still, Africa is still behind in education. What is your advice, and what do you need? What do you think we can do?
All right, thank you so much, Anchor. My advice would be that there is need for the government of the day to rejig the educational system by putting the right people at the end of education in Nigeria. There is need for people to give people that have vision to lead the education system in the country. There is need for the curriculum system in our country to be reviewed. That's my candid advice for the government of the state.
Okay. So we need to review our educational curriculum, and we need to put the right people on the right seat. Mr. Olugbenga Olaborede, what is your own personal definition of failure, and what is your own personal definition of success?
Well, my own personal definition about failure will not be if you are able to set a goal and you are unable to achieve it. There's been difference between unable to achieve a particular goal and if it's taking you longer than necessary. The fact that you are unable to achieve a particular goal at a particular time does not mean you are failed. We can remember the former American president, Abraham Lincoln. He made several attempts to become American president before he actually won an election that made him president of America. So the fact that you attempt can never be defined as a failure, to put it right. The fact that in your first attempt, second attempt, you are unable to reach a particular goal does not make it a failure. They won't count the number of times that you are unable to achieve a set goal does not make you a failure. But my own personal definition of a success is your ability and perseverance to be able to achieve a set goal at a given period. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Olugbenga Olaborede, it is a great pleasure to have you on the African Portal. Where do you see yourself in the next coming years as Accolades? Where do you see yourself as a person? Where do you see yourself in the continent and in Africa? In Nigeria as a country. Where do you see yourself in the next coming 5 years, 10 years?
When the next coming year, I'm seeing myself sitting on top of a big conglomerate. For instance, I will still be in this education sector, but I'm seeing myself in a situation that I will be having offices in every state of the federation and possibly across the shore of Nigeria. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. I think I have a caller trying to also connect with us. Let's see if we can be able to connect to this call. But unfortunately, we will not be able to take a call now because our time is fast spending. We will not be able to pick any call right now. But for those of you connecting with us, thank you very, very much. I really, really appreciate it. And I want to thank you very much. Join us again next week as we'll be bringing Mr. Olugbenga Olaborede and his team back on a team building on this African Portal Radio TV International. For those of you want to advertise your product on this company on this broadcast, please call us on +278423482383384. Call us, let's do it together. Or call +277033584. Let's have conversation. And for those of you want us to put you on the spotlight, call us as well. And for those of you that you have power to take this to the next level. This is a continental radio station. We are also looking forward to have companies to be part of what we are doing, to invest in what we are doing, and also to take us to the next level, for us to have a broad broadcast 24/7 around Africa. Thank you very much. This is your Continental Radio, the African Portal Radio TV International, engaging with Mr. Olugbenga Olaborede live on the African Portal Radio TV International. Mr. Olaborede, before I let you go, what is your advice for the youth of today?
Well, my advice for the youth of today is to see that they have a better future. They should not involve themselves in any form of social vices. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Olugbenga. I really appreciate your time on this broadcast this hour. I will see you next week. Get ready for it. Share it. Let it go viral. Talk about it. Tell others about it. And whatever that you also have in strength to connect, to join what we are doing, to promote what we are doing. We really appreciate it. But before you go, your number again and where people can get in touch with you on the social media.
All right. Our WhatsApp number is 080-622-00227. Then our mobile telephone number is 080-250-98943. Thank you.
And for benefit you like to connect with this great man on the number that we just put on display, and you are not in Nigeria, put +234. +234 is the Nigerian code. +234 before you dial the number. Remove the 0, then you dial the rest of the number. From here, from the radio TV, I will be dry, and I want to say thank you very much for those of you that you are connecting to us, for those of you that you are watching us, for those of you that love what we are doing. Education is the best thing that you can have or give it to your children. So don't see education as a scam. Education is real. Let's go for it. Let's do it. Let Africa wake up to the reality of the time. Let Africa be the continent whereby education is valued. God bless every one of you. I really appreciate your time on this program. Everyone, for those of you that you are commenting, for those of you that you are sending your comments, sharing it, thank you very, very much. Keep sharing it, keep watching it. More programs are still on the way on the African Portal Radio TV International. From here, I'm going to be drawing curtain, and I want to step out of this English speaking as one of the great Yoruba citizens. Let me just say a few Yoruba to the Yoruba people that does not understand what I am saying. I'm so proud of my culture, and I'm so proud of my language. Ẹ ṣe ojú òní tí yìí ní ìlà máa fàdágbà ètò ìrọ̀sí fún títalẹ̀ ti tòní. Oníyàn ṣe ọlọ́bẹ̀ ṣe èyí tẹ́ máa fẹ́ jẹ́ ẹkú àìbínú. Báwọn àgbà ṣe wọ́n ṣe pé a máa fi ọ̀bẹ nú bẹṣu ni àtẹ́lẹsẹ̀ a sì bẹ̀rẹ̀ wò ẹni bá ní amọ́fọ́ nìkan là ní débálé o. Ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń gbéyàwó lórí ètò yìí náà ní nípa ètò ẹ̀kọ́ èyí tẹ́ fẹ́ lọ kàwé lókè òkun. Ilé-iṣẹ́ kan ṣoṣo tá a lè fò fún ẹ̀gbárí fún yín tí wọ́n mọ tinú tẹ̀yìn pé a fẹ́ ṣèdánwò lọ kàwé lókè òkun. Òun náà la gbé wá fún yín tí àjọ ń fọ̀rọ̀ jómi tó rọrọ̀ pẹ̀lú Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Olugbenga Olaborede tí wọ́n sì ti ṣàlàyé àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ ní mọ̀ nípa iléeṣẹ́ wọn àtàwọn nǹkan tó gbé dání. Ẹ máa wo ètò yìí kẹ́ máa share, ẹ máa like, ẹ máa comment. Ojú òní ti yé bàjẹ́ òní báyẹn rò pé iléeṣẹ́ The African Portal fún ìgbélárugẹ èdè, àṣà àti ìṣe ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ náà ni. Ibi òní bá wa, ojú òní ti wá, a ní kú fọ́tayọ̀ o. Ire báyìí lójú owó ń rí, a máa fi ọ̀bẹ nú bẹ́ṣu ní lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. Atẹ́lẹsẹ̀ a sì bẹ̀rẹ̀ wò. Ọpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbà yín tí ń gbẹ́tò yìí, èyí tó wò wá, èyí tó fẹ́ràn wá, èyí tó fẹ́ràn tá à ń ṣe. Ẹ̀yin àgbààgbà yín tẹ́ ti ń pèdè ṣáájú wa. Ọ̀gá mi Kọ́lá Olóòtú, ọmọ àdábánijà ọmọ ẹni ìjọba ti ń pèrè lọ́kùnrin. Mo dúpẹ́ fún òkun Mọ́gàjílé Adésún, ojú òní tì yín ẹ̀ ní wálẹ̀ o. Mo sì dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Labos náà nílé iṣẹ́ kejì tàbí fògbó ẹ̀gbárí fún yín for everything you want to send across the globe. Call Labos. Labos is the only company we can recommend to you when it comes to sending things across the globe. If you want to advertise on this company or on this organization or on this broadcast, call us on +277 033 584 is the number to call. We also have branches all over Africa and all over the world. Keep watching it, keep talking about it. See you again by the grace of God. Is the African Portal as we draw the curtain, Mr. Olugbenga Olaborede. I will see you next week, Thursday, by the grace of God, for the team building, and keep doing the great work you are doing. God bless you. And to everyone, thank you very much. We are going to be calling it a day from here. So keep sharing it, keep watching it. It's a goodbye. Enjoy this beautiful song that will be dishing out to you to make your day on the African Portal Radio TV International. Enjoy it and be good. God bless every one of you. The African Portal is home for all. And I want to thank every one of you that comment. Thank you very much. Keep sending those comments out. Keep sharing those programs. Let it go viral. Enjoy it. Africa will be great when we all do it the way we're supposed to do it. Africa will be great when we all think about how we can use our own continent to do good for ourselves. So enjoy it. It's coming to you from South Africa. This is a great woman of our time. Enjoy this and God bless you. It's a goodbye. Bye for now.
I beg, eat, not buy me. Yes, it's gonna help.
Been around the world, and there's no place like home. Oh, Africa, how beautiful you are. I've been around the world, and there's oh, Africa, how beautiful you are. How beautiful you are. How beautiful you are. Oh,